All right. I wonder if I can do this. Can I do that? Can I close it and still be active? Can someone say something in the chat if you're listening? Just I want to see how. I want to see if this works. Because I'm trying to pop out the the chat. So I can see it while I stream. Close this. Also, I gotta go. I won't make the same mistake that I made last time. I gotta close everything. Everything. Why do I have 3 instances of it? Okay, good. Okay, Steam's gotta go. Chrome's gotta go. Freaking hog. Zoom's gotta go. Oh my goodness, this is so much better. Already, I can see the difference in latency, or in the graphic things. Out of curiosity, if anybody can put something in the put something in the chat, so I can check if I can see what y'all are saying, even though the thing is closed. So see. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Thank you. Thank you all. What's Santa bringing me? Santa's bringing me Hanukkah. That's what Santa's bringing me. How do I change this to be? This is so tiny. Oh, that would be how. Cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that's so much better for my anxiety. It was definitely better, Matt. And Matthew, thank you. Hey, Sarah. Oh, God. Wow. This screen just blows me out. I need to lower the brightness on this display settings. Where's the fucking brightness? Because this is a lot. It's a lot. I can also do this. So we're in a better spot today. Do like a darker blue, yeah, because it's on the same side as the blue. I have something stuck in my head. How's that? How's that? Still a little bright, but let's work with it. Oh, Jesus, it's way too much. Let's just do a black. There we go. How's that? That's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Maybe a gray. Who knew that you can use MS Paint on a really bright display as a light source? It's cool. Here. I don't know why that's turned. Okay. Okay, now for real we're starting. Okay. Alright, we're starting with challenges, and what I'm probably gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna have to like go in between. But let's go. Let's do it.
I'd give my all to have just one more night with you. I'd risk my life to feel your body next to mine, 'cause I can't go on living in.
Still getting a little bit too much latency. It's cracking and stuff. So this has got to go. So even Opera GX needs to be closed. Yeah. Browsers take up so much juice, right? Like, jeez. Like, when did it happen that this is what, like Like back in my day, let me tell you about browsers. Like, funny. Anyway, all right, I gotta close Discord as well, which sucks. Actually, but I can't because I gotta do the how-tos. All right, let me check. All right, I think this will work because Opera GX is taking a lot of juice. All right. All right. Here we go.
Mariah Carey's Me All Challenge.
I'd give my all to have just one more night with you. I'd risk my life to feel your body next to mine, 'cause I can't go on living in the memory of our song. I give my all for your love tonight.
That's pretty darn good, isn't it? So what she's doing there, she's using extremely little air. And that's a smart way to actually go about this sort of a run. You can hear the aspirates, and the airy sound. That's my wife. Her timing. Well, I shouldn't criticize her for her timing. I'm always working. She called to tell me that the nonprofit she works for that like does they work with Marvel to bring like people who cosplay or to bring like gifts to children in hospitals. So like she was like, do you want to help? And I'm like, I kind of feel like a dick if I don't, right? So anyway, that's what that was about. So this style of singing is very much something that you'll see from like Yeba, and Mariah did it incidentally. She actually put a lot more breath, well, not a lot more, but but a lot more, right? And the reason I say that is because what ends up happening with Mariah is because of the folds being damaged as they are, there is a leaking of air that happens naturally. This woman does not have vocal damage. And so what she's doing is she's being incredibly, incredibly gentle with the air and with the exhale and with the taking in of the breath. And it's so effective as a way to sing this kind of a thing that that she was able to kind of like morph her vowels in like in certain places. I think as she went up, she really put that tongue forward. But in other places, it was kind of a domed, like put down sound that would ordinarily drive something flat. So it just goes to show that if you manage your breath and if you're super gentle and light and you're in front of a microphone, you can do a lot of things. Gotta adjust my mic. I didn't have a table that I could connect my my acoustic foam to, and so I built one out of a piano stand, cardboard, and insulation. And there was no room for my mic. So I rammed, because I don't have a boom stand anymore, it broke. So I rammed the stand that I do have through the cardboard. And then it's resting on a milk crate. And it is the jankiest shit that I've ever seen. I've seen some janky shit. Philly was all about the DIY. I need to get... Waiting for the speed up. Speaking of table. Speaking of janky table. It makes so much difference in sound. I can even hear it. Like, scares the shit out of my dog, but... so much better, audio-wise. What happened to my fucking chat? Alright. Is this live? Yeah, it's live. I have triggers, Timmer. So I have foot pedals. No, it's not pre-live. This is live. This is live. I just had to... I keep making adjustments, because I'm persnickety. Alright. Let's... Yeah, Timmer. I'm a sucker for efficiency, so I have on OBS. I have Python scripts that activate when I'm done filming something. I have like some scene switches that I do. So, for example, if I were to talk about like at the end of each video, now I'm doing this. Right? And then below, there will be Discord questions from YouTube members and patrons. And so, anyway, I'm nerding out about it because I really do like it. It's fun. Okay, let's continue, because time. Ah, right. It needs to be visible. Okay, reverb. There we go. Okay, next up. Okay, so we're gonna be hyper nitpicky, which is obnoxious because with that quality of audio, every mistake just pops like it's crazy. Just like my mistake with that foot pedal right there. So what's first of all, that's what I like to call oh my god, that's what I like to call karaoke reverb. Okay. So when you're at a karaoke thing and you're running a karaoke thing and a singer comes up and you know they're not like pleasant to listen to, and this is, I'm not saying that about this woman, okay? It's a great singing, great voice, and we're gonna get into that, but like I need to drive home the fact that that much reverb is no. Don't use that much reverb, okay? This isn't the 1980s and you're not in a cathedral. Anyway. What is happening that is driving the pitch flat here and there is her false folds are contracting. So she's doing, she is trying to get that gritty like sound, that right? That sort of a thing. But she's going about it far too hard. And then on top of that, she doesn't bring back the amount of breath that she's using. And so what ends up happening is that the vowel gets jacked and the vocal tract gets really tight and tense and the pitch goes down. And she did try to adjust. And this is super nitpicky, right? Like I would say that this is a pretty reasonably good performance, right? Okay, I just need to move my chair. All right. Hey guys, so just to let you know, I didn't have coffee. Mariah karaoke? Yeah, sorry. Just, I don't like that much reverb. I don't. You said, I don't know where exactly that we should sing high notes with less air, but doesn't more air make the folds faster? It brings them together. So the thing is that like, if you think of a note, your vocal folds will automatically adjust. Automatically. The difficult part is that when you use too much air, it's the Bernoulli effect. It's actually a good question. I'm going to put this in the how-to because it's fun. And yeah. Whoops. So the question we have is, why does using less air help with high notes when you would imagine that if you exhale more air, the folds would more rapidly respond? Well, the reason why you need less air as you go up is that the folds thin out as you, when you think of a pitch, your folds adjust. So what that means is that you don't have to do anything with your vocal folds specifically. You can tilt and you can do things with your larynx, but as far as breath is concerned, the effect ends up happening. It's called the Bernoulli effect. So you see how those pieces of paper come together when I do that? That's the Bernoulli effect, and that's how the vocal folds primarily adduct to one another. And so what you want to have happen is while these folds are super hyper thin, you want to go up without blowing them open, right? Because if you blow them open, now all of a sudden you get falsetto because just the edges are oscillating. So a great way to practice that, and this is how I've been practicing belt, because, you know, as an opera singer, we don't really learn belt, but I'm learning it, and this is how. I exhale everything. Don't worry, if you're exhaling everything, you'll be dead, and collapsed lungs, we won't get into that. But if you exhale everything, what ends up happening is you'll have less air to work with fundamentally. And so what I do is I exhale everything, and I go like, "Hey, Pete," and I like try to call from like as if I were from across the street. And that's a really good way to practice high notes, just because you'll feel how little air you actually need, and also how much posture you need. So that's how I would do that. It's way too exciting to have this, to have the how-to. Hey, apples. Let me see. The compression, that's tossed around a lot, and I don't really have context for what that word means. I'm not saying it's a bullshit word. It's just with that, I just don't know what that means, right? Like there's no one's ever qualified that for me, right? Anyway, going back to this. Script is taking longer than usual, but it's fine. I'm filming slower than usual, so there's that. So that's kind of what I was referencing here. The as she's doing the run up, her tongue goes back. So that she goes flat there because the tongue goes back. And I'm being super ultra nitpicky. She's doing a great job. And again, I just want to clarify, if the audio is better quality, a lot of these things actually go under the radar. Like my terrible foot pedal game. Okay, let's do the next one. I just take way too long to do this shit. Oh, thank God, better audio. She's also like, it's weird to be hypercritical because she's clearly like a teenager. You know what I mean? This bug again. Oh my God, this bug. I don't know why this keeps happening. I probably have to start and stop OBS, which sucks, because this always happens during a live stream, and I have no idea why. It's obnoxious. So I have to close OBS. This is so bad. I'll be right back. I'm not ending this stream. It'll just take like a minute, maybe less. Annoying. Okay, I should be back live now. Let's check. It's so annoying. I don't know why this happens. It's literally never happened before. It's obnoxious. Let me check my shit. Annoying. See if I'm live. I have this bass line stuck in my head. There we go. Okay, sweet. All right. Where is chat? Okay, cool. I'm closing the browser. Yay! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, where are my foot pedals at? That changed the scene. Watch this crash, OBS.
Theme.
Oh, okay,
All
cool.
challenge.
Boom. All right, we're back.
I'd give my
All right. Oh, there's even one beforehand. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, cool. That's where we'll start there.
I'm wishing on tonight.
Oh, she got piano.
Give
Okay.
my all to have just one more night with
Ooh,
you.
yes, yes. Very nice.
My life to feel your body next to mine, 'cause I can't go on living in the memory of us all night. Give my all.
Very nice. That's really good. I like that a lot. So this is another example of making adjustments on the fly, right? Like you're never gonna be. Oh, is it Heifetz, the one of the people consider him one of the best violin players to ever exist. So what Heifetz said is that, you know, he was asked, how come you are always on pitch? How do you do that? How do you have such insanely accurate intonation? And what he said was, I just adjust very quickly. And that's what was happening here, is that there were adjustments being made on the fly, which I think is indicative of someone who knows what the hell they're doing, right? Let's see if I can find this moment. So in that higher note there, the false folds are really well retracted, right? And that makes that a lot easier. So if you want to experience that, just imagine that you are inhaling something you really, really love, like tea or the smell of coffee. Put yourself in that situation. You will feel that expanding, and it makes singing a lot easier when you do that. The difficulty that she ends up happening is that the tongue is going too far back. And I'm gonna be saying this a lot because people don't quite understand. They try to achieve a darker tone, and it doesn't. It works on a microphone, but then you get into kind of trouble. But what's cool is that as she started to get into trouble, she actually lightened up on the exhale. And so that saved the pitch. And again, it's I don't care if somebody is like perfect. You know what I mean? That's not the point of singing. I love that she knows enough to just change what she's doing right then and there to make what she's doing work. Yo, I have this coffee, y'all. It's like jet fuel. It's like nitroglycerin in my face. It's from like a bougie cafe. They put 3 shots in there. It's nutty. Yes, Apple is correct. Tim Roland, I'll answer that question because it's a really good question. Okay. Does that make you exhale less air? Yeah, so if the, I might even have a picture here of the intercostal muscles. Give me a second here. I love, by the way, this is one of my favorite fucking things. This is why I love to stream everything. One, it holds me accountable. So I actually have to film on the day. But I also love it because I get to chat with y'all, and specifically, I also get to answer questions. I really love that. So, Timur, this is for you, okay? So these are the intercostal muscles, and so you see that, hold on, let me get a mess paint up. Give me a second here. This also is going to be really good for, oops, that's the wrong thing. It's going to be really good for, that's a lot. That's a lot. How do I, oh, that's a lot. I look like a fucking evil scientist with this shit. Oh well, evil scientist. Let's do it. All right. So then the question becomes, how do you manage air other than, you know, exhaling or not taking a lot in? And the answer that people usually would give would be support, right? Support. I'm on too much caffeine, and this foot pedal game is really off. Anyway. Cool. Okay, so one of the, you know, exhaling everything and then having good posture, but, you know, what do people mean by support, right? Well, what they mean is that the intercostal muscles will contract in this way, which, and that, what that does is it expands the rib cage. And so that's what people mean by support, is that the intercostals are kind of expanded. Now, do not, I can't emphasize this enough, do not walk around trying to do that, all right? It's because if you do that, then the entire point of support ends up going away. Because if you're trying to force the contraction, first of all, you don't need to do that. You know how to do that because you breathe air. It's how you do it in the context of an exhale that you need to work on. If you try and contract and have it be like this, and you're doing all this weird posture things, what's actually happening is other muscles are contracting, effectively bringing in the torso, making it so that you don't have as much control over the breath, and also so that more air comes out. So, this screen brightness has to go away. It's ridiculous. All right, there we go. Now I gotta get rid of this. All right. And we were doing this. We were gonna do this. There's this somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Okay. So redhead next. Probably a little bit of a derogatory way to put that, but well. We're all the way back there. I'm on so much caffeine, y'all. I can't foot pedal. What I'm gonna do next time is we'll do the clips in advance. It's just really hard to do because for whatever reason, Resolve is like fucking with me. Like I can't use it. It just destroys the audio and makes it sound like a robot, and I have no idea why. Anyway. Nice.
Your body next to mine, 'cause I can't go on living in the memory of our song. I risk it all for your love tonight.
This is definitely the best one yet. Okay, so when I talked about the retraction or the abducting of the false folds and making that room there, what she's able to accomplish is a much more rich and mature sound. And so doing this is actually a lot more difficult because you have to have a lot of things correct. You have to have a lot of efficiency in your singing to have a lot more of the sound where your false folds are retracted, where your vowels are really nice, where the pitch is good. So this is definitely my favorite yet because everyone was going like super, super light, or they were singing with a lot of air, but they were kind of messing around, just like me in this foot pedal game. It's really bad. Anyway, they were kind of messing around, right?
I'd give my all.
That's a loud one right there. So what I want to get at here is that, and this is you're gonna hear this as a critique, and it's not quite a critique. So I've actually had a conversation with chat before and people in Discord where people have said that Mariah's mid belts are not so great. And it's because mid belts are usually not very like dramatic or climactic. So because she's in kind of that middle portion of her range, instead of doing a belt, what she's doing is she's doing a thyroid tilt, which is more of a classical way of singing, and then she's straight toning it by adding just a little bit of tension. And it's very on purpose, and it's okay. It's not going to hurt you. It's inefficient, but if everything around other than that is efficient, you'll be able to do it. So really, really nuanced singing right here. I really enjoyed that. Not gonna lie, I don't know if I can get done with this. I might have to, let's see. Always thought that once you use the support muscles, it happened automatically. Kind of, Timur. Because you know how to inhale, right? But what's bizarre and needs training is the idea that when you exhale, you're still kind of doing what you do when you inhale. And then to make it even more difficult, like your body likes to breathe, right? So it does create a little bit of anxiety when you're singing to exhale for such a long time without an inhale and to really have that posture. The body likes to breathe. The body likes oxygen. So it starts to get anxious. And that's why people... I think that's one of the hardest things for people is to relax while contracting the intercostals. It's hard. I still fuck it up, but I don't practice as much as I should. All right, good. We're right on this one.
Just one more night with you.
Ooh, yeah.
My life, the fear, your body next to mine, 'cause I can't
Nice.
Living in the memory of a song. I give my all for your love tonight.
Wonderful. First of all, I really wish the beatboxer had a dynamic mic. You know, those kicks. Oh, those kicks were clipping, right? But you know, like, what am I gonna do? Like, tell like what are clearly teenagers to be like, you need an expensive mic. I have money. I don't. That's not true. I'm a musician. I made bad choices in life. Anyway. What's awesome here, and I hope the takeaway from this video is that there are a lot of different ways to approach this kind of a challenge. This girl is she's so relaxed. She's almost like get out of bed relaxed, and that allows for a little bit of a warmer tone. And it's the exhale is not going to be managed as well, like we saw with the redheaded woman. And I really should learn her name. It's probably a really bad thing to just comment on her hair. Anyway, what this girl is doing is she is managing the inhale. So you can't see it right here too well, but look at her torso. We're gonna run it back and look at her torso.
I'd risk my life to feel your body next to mine, 'cause I can't go on living in the memory of a song.
So a lot of people, if you're classically trained, you're going to hear that catch breath and you're going to be like, whoa, why? You shouldn't do that. If you, just for so you understand what's going on, if you are like, if you contract, if you tense your torso a little bit, like let's say just clench your abs a little bit. Now, when you do that, what ends up happening is that you get this catch breath, right? And you do that catch breath, and there's not much you can do to avoid that. And so, yeah, it's not ideal to have that tension, but what's happening is that her torso is not expanding that much, and so it's bringing in less air. And so that is definitely a way to solve that problem, because doing those runs, you know, it is about breath. And there is one thing I forgot to mention with the one who so far is my favorite. She did that jaw thing that's really popular now, which I love, because when you go right, I can't do the jaw thing, okay? But if you do the jaw thing, you can give notes particular emphasis. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, there's some really fucking good people. This is why I love, you know, my head was in the sand for years. I was like, opera. Not good. So I was very, very, very dedicated. And I had tunnel vision. And I think I was able to, like, other than Taylor Swift, let's not get into that, a hot mess. After years, the only music that I was exposed to that was not opera was Beyonce. Not mad about that. What Beyonce does is not for me, but it doesn't have to be, right? So I respect the shit out of her, even if I don't listen to her all the time. But Taylor Swift, fuck, I was so annoyed. And people would be like, you're being a douche. And I'm like, you are shoving this shit down my throat. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to hear it. You know, listen, if you like Taylor Swift, awesome, okay? I'm happy that you have an artist that you really enjoy. But for me, it is so to hear Taylor Swift again and again and again. And I can't stand it. Anyway.
That was an aside. That was, ooh, I don't know about that.
Okay.
See me, I'll
Oh, they do have a better mic. Huh. Okay, wow. They do. That's a really nice mic. I think that's Zune H4. It's weird that it was clipping. So it's a stereo mic, and so it's a stereo mic. Sorry, the caffeine is getting me all jittery. The stereo mic is going to capture both sides. So this is why the singer is very clear and the beatboxer is clear. But I couldn't tell you why the beatboxer ends up clipping. It could be my audio situation. But those mics, the Zune mics, are very, very sensitive. They're not dynamic mics. They are condenser mics, and a condenser mic is exactly what you think it is, right? It condenses it condenses the volume in a very similar way to a compressor. Anywho. Oh, did I hear just like opera right now? Because I thought I was going to do that and it was cool. It was like Mariah Carey, but it's opera. Oh god, this fucking foot pedal game. Oh, I need to fucking get closer. Yeah, if you can see, like my hand is shaking from the caffeine. Literally, the cup was like this, and I drank that, and I'm like, it's insane. I could go run a marathon. Instead, I'm running a marathon on my feet, on my foot pedals. Anyway. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. The weird pauses that I'm taking are because I only, OBS, my recording software, only records when there's volume. And so that's how I do jump cuts, is that I just don't film the silence. Whenever there's silence, the filming pauses. And I don't trigger that, that's automatic, because I set it up that way. So that's why I pause the way that I do when I'm collecting my thoughts. Anyway, let's continue. All right, let's see what we got here.
I give my all to have just one more night with you.
Nice.
I risk my life to feel your body next to mine, 'cause I can't go on living in a memory of us. I give my all for your love tonight.
This is amazing for so many reasons. So what I love about this one is there are so many different things that he's doing. So in the beginning, he's using areopaglottic sphincter, in other words, twang. and his breath is for the most part spot on, and so we almost get like an operatic sound. It's cool. And then he also is using falsetto. And you might think, well, that's head voice and whatever. Like, falsetto is on a continuum, okay? Like, when you have operatic sopranos, they're using falsetto, but they're doing it, like, in a different way. Like, if you don't believe me, go listen to a countertenor who sings Baroque music live without a microphone. That shit can be loud and powerful. So that's why I say falsetto, because the folds aren't entirely connected. And it gives that more like flute quality. But also what he's doing is he's really managing the exhale, so he gets a really, really lush sound. Like, the technique doesn't go away. Like, he's not using falsetto because he can't do it otherwise. Like, he has those notes. And so when he is in falsetto, the technique is still good, which is why it has such strong characteristics for falsetto. And the other thing that I really like, in fact, I would say I love it, is that on the low end he gets rid of AES, and that gives you like the because AES adds like higher frequencies right around in an area that is kind of not soothing to the human ear, generally speaking. It's cool, it sounds exciting, but if you do that down low when you're trying to sound low in front of a microphone, those higher frequencies end up being heard first. Let me give you an example of this. I hate this about Opera GX, is that it automatically opens Facebook regardless of what I want. It's obnoxious, truly. Because like now I have all that shit going down in my video. Anyway, Mestel. This voice print? I think so, yeah. Yep. It's annoying. Estel checks like every single time. Okay. Whoops. Is that gonna work? No, it does not work. Okay. Let's add. Let's do this for simplicity's sake. There we go. There we go. Let's get window capture in here. And then I gotta stop because we have another stream to get to. Okay. See if I can do it before I record it. Why do I have this many? Alright, whatever. Alright. Why are you not working? Alright, we have it. Probably not connected to the right sound source. It's obnoxious. prints, clear voice prints. So fucking dumb. I don't know why it's doing this. It's annoying as shit. It needs to take the vocal as input, but we don't have that now, so I'll have to use Academo, which is not the worst thing in the world. But Academo doesn't have the higher frequencies. I'll figure that out later as to why that's happening with Estel. Hello, blue. Is there no sound? Is there freaking no sound? Why is it so... Why? Why? What is wrong with... Okay, whatever the fuck. I'll just do it. I'll sing it without the spectrogram. Lame. That's so lame.
See me all
So
challenge.
lame.
I'd give
Oh, okay. There we go. That's why. Exciting. Are you gonna work now? Are you gonna work? Really? Why you being a bitch? Being a bitch. Alright, I just have to sing it. So the first one, this is going to be with AES. Right, and now I'm going to do it without AES. Right, that latter one definitely sounds a lot kind of smoother, lusher, more velvety in front of the microphone. You wouldn't hear it without the microphone, but, you know, microphones exist, so... AES, aka twang, adds this quality where it's I don't know, you heard it, it's its own thing. Anyway, let's get to some questions. We have a question from a YouTube member, and let's just see how we can help. All right. Now I gotta get this John over to the John. Now, the one before it... The one after it, this should be the one. Let's see. Okay, we delete that. Glad I looked at that. What about you? I know it's here somewhere. When you're at a karaoke thing and you're running a karaoke thing and a singer. Oh, I think it was this one that I wanted to add. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to add to the ending. Okay, yep. All right, y'all. Time to switch streams. Forget one's next. I think it's like the run one. I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Alright, let me just save these, because it's happened way too many times that I get rude. Alright. There we go. Alright, so this is another example of a script that I use. So I just cleared all of my folders that are associated with my automatic editor, and now I'm moving all of the files that I just filmed, which again have auto jump cut. And then when I'm done with just the talking ones, there's a script that speeds it up a little bit because it makes the pacing, I think, a little bit more enjoyable. And so all of that happens, and then I try to bring it in. What is this one? Why is this not working? Are you messed up? This style of singing is very much something that you'll see from like Yeba, and Mariah did it in. So you hear that? How it's a little sped up there? That's what I'm going for. Anyway. Philly John, yeah. Man, I'm glad that I didn't catch on too much because I don't want John to be ruined. I should do a Mariah cover. Yeah, I'm doing the challenge. We'll see how that goes. I smell a lot of hate comments. Yeah, but Timmer, that's engagement, right? Anyway, I will see you in the next stream. Is this the one? I think this is the one. Yeah, I think it's the Oriana one. Now there's a way to do it. Oh, you know what it is? Is that I can edit the live stream. I can edit the settings in a single live stream, and then I can keep going live. But I didn't do that this time, so we're switching.